Well. How we doing today? It's a Thursday, June 19th. Where are the here we goes? Where are the bombas? Where are the likes? Where are the people? Shout out to you for joining in, for watching this, for participating in this community conversation. First things first, we want to talk about Emi Martinez. Also, I want to hopefully talk about Kudus, somebody we've mentioned a few times in the last week or so, and there's even more reports about Mohamed Kudus potentially becoming a target for Man United. And we'll look around to see also what's going on, and not just in transfers, but in the football world. You know what? Since I have a subscription to The Athletic, we might as well see what's going on with the football headlines over there. And we'll see where the conversation goes. My name is Botswana. This is the Football Power Hour. And I warmly welcome you here. Big up yourself for making it all the way. We're almost at the end of the week, We're almost at the end of the week. And for that, we deserve a little pat on the back, We can't always take it for granted that we will, just be here. Some people are going through so many things, and I want to just have that empathetic point of view today and just say, be grateful. We're on Thursday, we're alive, even though there's no here we goes. You know what? We thrive. Football Power Hour! Shout out to the doctor in the building. Expected lateness 20 minutes. I'm better than that. I'm at least 10 minutes better than that. Shout out to you, Yale, as well, saying I hear so much rubbish talk these days. You guys remember the word for rubbish in my language? Matakala. That's the word. That's rubbish. That's what basura is. Matakala. So there's so much matakala talk these days. Just in, Jorge Mendes is not involved in the Victor Gyökeres saga. I said it makes no sense that he would get involved. Gyökeres is going to Arsenal, never United. Jesu. Yale, you know what? Has anybody seen BTG? Yale would like to speak with you. Mr. BTG, you told us that I'm Portuguese. I read a lot of Portuguese media. I have, did he say he had a source? I don't remember him saying that part, but he's had so much conviction when he came on the stream and said, listen, if you look in the dictionary for done deal, you will see Gyökeres to United. Never, ever heard somebody with so much conviction this transfer window talking about that Gyökeres deal. And so BTG, Yale is out here saying Gyökeres is going to Arsenal, never United. And I'm just like, he's literally in bed with Arsenal, Yale. He's in bed with Arsenal. And this is the type of player that Ruben Amorim talked about. Ruben said, we want players that play for the badge and not trophies. Not just trophies. Players that are here for the badge. Cunha, that guy. Gyökeres, he's in bed with Arsenal. And you know who else is in bed with Arsenal? Sesko. Somebody deliver some baby oil to the Emirates. Oh my God. Yeah, I really don't know how that transfer triangle is going to turn out. Honestly, it's annoying. I said, obviously Jokoresh, even though I personally like to see Victor Osimhen at Man United, but that's a pipe dream. Let's be real. That's a pipe dream. Uh Victor Jokoresh, on the other hand, would fit Ruben Amorim's system so well, and there wouldn't be whatever the word is, acclimatization time. Oh my God, the T's confuse me. But there wouldn't be that sort of time to sort of, oh, he's learning what the manager wants from him. This is the manager said, you know what? I have a system, and he turned Jokoresh into the monster that he is today. And seeing him at United gives Ruben Amorim more chances to succeed. In the long term, Victor Osimhen gives Man United more chances to succeed in the event that Ruben Amorim does not last till Christmas. So, you know what? We're going to see how that's going to go. We're going to see how that's going to go. Big up to Kush in the building. Shout out to Kush. Shout out to Courtstar in the building as well. Yeah, man, Courts. This Jokoresh thing is just irritating me. Where is Jokoresh? Where is matter of fact, even the goalkeeper situation? I need some clarity on that. We'll talk a little bit about that specifically, but let me say big up to Javid as well. Tish in the building as well. Yo, Javid says, go, Botswana Papi. You know what? I'm going to get a tattoo of that one day in my next life. I don't have a single tattoo, but in my next life, thank you for reminding everybody to hit the like button. We have 15 people in the building. Thank you to everybody here. Let your presence be known. Oh Lord, Cunha's on his way to Arsenal. Box, you got me for a second. You know what I'm saying? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell, Andre? Please, don't play like that. On his way to Arsenal to recruit Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey is not expected to renew his contract, by the way, with Arsenal. So I'm just saying, backup midfielder. Hello. I don't know how you feel about that. I will be surprised if we see a signing happening in June. Cunha is an exception to how United operate. If you expect more June signings, you will get disappointed. Yale, really? Nah.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why.
Yale, what? Like, how are you declaring that there wouldn't be signings in June? If you expect more June signings, you will get disappointed. Okay. Yale says, I will be surprised if we see a signing. Sorry, that part. Okay. But man, this is like Yale. We will sign somebody. I think it's June 19th right now. It's June 19th. Come on, man. Believe. Give us a signing, yo.
That's not Jabo. That's not Jabo. That's not.
Please, we need a signing, man. All right, let's see. Court says, Courts to Real Botswana. Here we go. Oh, we gonna talk. Brandon Bwembo, he wants Embraces. Lucky's already composing a song here. Lucky's already composing a song for Brandon Bwembo. Let Mbwembo, if Mbumo, if we can get Mbumo done, I will be less worried. Like there's a little bit of like, worry that I cannot hide right now. That Mbumo, if we get that done, because if we're focused on Jokoresh and then we get Jokoresh and then we don't get Mbumo, I feel like it's a really big missed opportunity. you know. So yeah, Yale says Duncan Castles. Who the hell is that? On a good chance of Mbuemo going to Spurs. The indication to Man United was that Brian Mbuemo had chosen to move there. He verbally told them his preference was to move there. I've not heard exactly anybody that writes something that somebody else verbally said and it was not recorded. Yeah, fam. You gotta take it with a big rock of salt. Right? How you gonna write that? Listen, Tish verbally told me that Vegeta said he's gonna, you know what I mean? Like what are we trying to cook? Nah, man.
Yeah, it's cooking salmonella, mate. Yeah, that's what he's cooking. Salmonella, food poisoning.
That's some food poisoning for you. Mine says Martinez and Kudus are the topics of convo. Slow news day. Hey, bots, like and subscribe because bots won't tell you two false things right there. You said, man, it's not a slow news day. It's a slow news day for Man United, but it's not a slow news day. Shout out to the great one as well, saying Manchester United. Oh, and the second thing was, I will tell you to like and subscribe. I will ask you kindly, but it's okay if you don't. You know what? Some people like free food, and but at least help the vendor out, even if you don't pay. Come on, man. Free food can't just be the excuse. We have almost 20 people watching and 10 likes. What's going on here? Let's do a little bit better, guys. Let's do better. Come on. I wanted to look at this before we talk about the news real quick. Just give me a second. Boom. Okay. So we all know that the Club World Cup is going on right now. You know, not everybody has enough time and motivation to watch some of the games, which is totally fair, which is totally why I am with it as well. But there is some things that are going on real quick that are worth talking about before we delve deeper into the transfer news, by the way. Oh, today is Juneteenth, by the way. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. When is Riley coming home to give us the Chat GPT background of this? But okay, so quickly, a holiday. I know we're jumping around, but happy Juneteenth. It's a holiday celebrated to commemorate the emancipation of enslaved people in the U.S. The holiday was first celebrated in Texas, where on that date in 1865, in the aftermath of the Civil War, enslaved people were declared free under the terms of the 1862 Emancipation Proclamation. Free, 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 free at last, free at last. So very important day in Black history and American history. And yeah, this is a day to celebrate. There's a lot of parties going on. So yeah, so I want to get the stream done. But quick now, back to the World Cup. I wanted to mention this really quickly. I think there's about there was this thread that I saw that I was like, oh, this could be interesting to share with people that are not interested in this, and or maybe vaguely interested in this. What's goody? Yo, Marl in the building, watching on Twitch. Shout out to you, Marl Smith. I like your your fit. The fit is fitting. I know, Vegeta. The parallels between like South Africa and America, crazy. Let's save that for the other channel, for Botswana Reacts. This is what I want to share with y'all. Boom. Okay, so there's a thread from some of the most iconic and funny moments in the Club World Cup so far. We'll just look at them and it's interesting because this tournament, it's got legends playing in it too, like guys like Cavani are playing. It reunites, like it brings nostalgia and right now together in some weird way. I know it's not popular right now, but it is kind of interesting. Okay, so first things first here, I think it was Sergio Ramos scoring against Inter. And yeah, classic Sergio Ramos header. If you come on. Look at this. Look at this header. Boom. All right. There was like Bono did a clutch save against Real Madrid, and I think they drew 1-1. There's nothing really. Oh, referee, yo, this Boca Junior match. You gotta see this. Look at the referee. He gave him 2 cards. Yo, whatever. Bayern Munich, we all know about the 10-0 victory over Oakland City. This is the biggest victory in the FIFA Club World Cup history. I don't think no team is gonna surpass that anytime soon. Dylan Colony, who plays for Oakland City, did a vlog for that match against Bayern Munich while on the bench. Right? If one of your subs has time to do a vlog, yeah, it undermines the tournament. But he has a whole vlog. Imagine Donny van de Beek vlog. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You have time to do a vlog and you're in a competition. Yeah, Maral, I see. I when I'm on Twitch, I see the chats. Yeah, Kush said that was an Uno card. I know, that was funny. That was really funny. But this guy has an actual blog. Follow him. At DYL Colony, right? Dylan Connolly. For some content creation, you know what I'm saying? We saw there's also the reunion between Di Maria and Cavani. Kind of surreal to see former PSG players, former Man United players. Cavani still got the aura. He got the smile. Oh yeah, Vitinha scored a really nice goal. This is the match that I enjoyed. It felt really competitive and high quality from both ends. And that was a really nice goal. This I did not see. Beautiful cross from Enzo. I clearly missed this, even though I was watching the Chelsea. Hey, stop with the music. Yeah, this gotta be like a really good cross. Why is it? Oh, okay. He hit that with some pizzazz. All right. We'll allow it. It's an okay cross. Like Court Star can do this cross in real life. Look. You know when you just like, oh, nice. When you do that, anybody that kicks a ball knows when you do that and it goes to the target, then yeah, you've cooked. You're serving them. This was so close from Messi. Why is a Messi so close moment? Oh, that was actually a good save. That was a good save. All right. If you're just tuning in, we're just quickly checking out 10 moments or so from the Club World Cup, and then we're gonna continue. Messi versus Ali. What did Messi do? It's just a compilation of his touches, man. Get out of here. All right, thread. All right. Anyway, yeah, that's that. Sorry for forget the Club World Cup. Yeah, great one. They'll give me a copyright strike and we'll like trim out that part and life goes on, right? Yeah. Anyway, SLD says Simeone is washed. Why? Because they lost to PSG, the most informed team in the world right now. Nah, SLD, I disagree. I will disagree. Twisted Fate, put the lyrics in the chat, bro. I may or may not. You know what? Ideas for later. We'll talk about that another time. But there's an idea that I want to share, but I was like, you know what? Let's stay focused on the show. Yeah, Young Puppy says great passing sequences. I don't know if you saw the Real Madrid. I don't know how Real Madrid versus the team that they were playing was. Hold on. Oh my God. I saw the touches that they were doing. Oh my God. Yesterday. Hold on. I got to show you this. This is worth the Real Madrid versus what Al Hilal. Was it Al Hilal? Guys, if you're a football fan, you're gonna enjoy this. How do I search for the thing that I saw earlier on? Maybe I might have liked it or something. Let's see. I like the wrong things. Look at what I like. They said Vinicius needs Olga, come see this. And they said Vinicius needs to sue his mama. We shouldn't laugh at people's appearances. So I'm not laughing at the shape of his head or anything like that. I'm laughing at what the Baba did. And I don't know what is going on here, but something ain't it. It's not KSI. That's Vinicius, bro. I know. Some mention me. Oh boy. Whoa, just the face in I wasn't even noticing the headline, you know. Whoa, no. He's winning all the headers like this. Tristan Fake, I did not see his hairline. I just saw the haircut and I was like, something is up. But I couldn't tell what I thought it was. Bruh. Anyway, let's leave Vinicius alone. I was looking for the Real Madrid passing sequence because Young Papi was said great passing sequence, and that made me think of this. So let's stay on track. You guys are ruthless, you know. Here we go. All right, so it was on Instagram. You see, I'll be confusing the social medias, man. That'd be crazy. I'll be spending time on TikTok. I need to handle my time better. So look at this. Al Hilal, we're cooking versus Real Madrid. I can't tell which team is Real Madrid, which team is Al Hilal. Look at this. I hope I'm sharing the screen. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sharing. Look at this. Can you tell which team is Real Madrid, which team is Al Hilal? Yay! Young Papi, you want to talk passing sequence? This is passing sequence, my G. Versus Real Madrid, you know. And you know how it ended? Yeah. Real Madrid did not win, and Xavi Alonso said these words. Guys, he says, we need to suffer first. Wait, let me find the actual words because, you know, it sounded very Ruben Amorim. And I was like, wow. Yeah, he said, listen. We suffered tonight. We must suffer. It unites us. We will be suffering a lot this season. I was like, wait, brother, where did you get these words from? Right? Interesting. Xavi said these words. Xabi Alonso, we suffered tonight. We must suffer. It unites us. We will be suffering a lot this season. Some people say don't read too much into it. It was just, yeah, Kenny. This is giving Amorim, right? but you know what? It's Mark, what do you say? Both losers mentality. Coach that overhyped and still have to prove they're worthy of big clubs. He's copying, bro. Yeah, but if he doesn't hit the ground running, fam, yeah, both of these guys could get fired, especially by December. Do you guys think Xabi Alonso will survive? Because Trent is gonna make a mistake. They paid money for Trent to play in this World Cup, Club World Cup. Trent played, and the productivity is nowhere to be seen. Like, I was looking to be like, oh, Trent is going to have a brace of assists. So maybe he might score a free kick or take a long, one of those like long range efforts or something. And I was all just like, Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, it's cooking salmonella, mate. Yeah, that's what he's cooking. Salmonella. Food poisoning.
Xavi ain't surviving Club World Cup. Nah. Have some respect on him. I think, unlike Ruben Amorim, Xabi Alonso has a little bit more credit in the bank. We can at least agree on that, right? His record with Bayer Leverkusen and the second season showed it's not a major fluke, So anyway, yeah. Barcelona turned focus to Nico Williams, so that means Rashi. We don't know where Rashi is gonna go because Rashi, in his mind, he was gonna go to Barcelona. So yeah, we might be stuck with Rashford. We'll see what's going to happen. But the main thing that I want to make sure we touch on is this Emiliano. Is that how you say his name? Emi Martinez. How do you say? What's his full name? Emiliano, I believe. Some people say he ain't it. Some people say he is. We should be going for him. I mean, the simple answer is yes, because he's better than Onana. But the question is, for how much, though? Rumors are saying that it could take around 40 million to get the deal done. But United haven't made a final decision on replacing Onana yet. This is Jacobs Ben, a.k.a. Ben Jacobs, a.k.a. He's number two in terms of our journalists right now. I think Fabrizio has fallen to number 3, but Fabrizio will probably get back to number 2 at some point. So yeah, Ben Jacobs is saying this. It'll take around 40 million. And I'm like, 40 million? Nah. I want to replace Onana, but 40 million for a goalkeeper is like, how do you say it? How do you say it? How do you respond with this? What the hell? 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 Yeah, nah. Young Poppy says, bring me in today, you criminal. Bro, we started with you, bro. Matter of fact, let me share the link. Yeah, so that's the first piece of news. Emi Martinez, 40 mil. Do you think it's something worth it, a deal worth it? I disagree that I strongly say we shouldn't be doing this nonsense. But if they can drop down by like, I don't know. 40 mil? Who you think you got? Chelsea Clinton? Says Manesh. Right? 40, bro. Craziness. So there's this thing, Martinez is garbage and Onana is shit. So buy garbage because it smells less than shit. Hell to the no, says Mark, right? Yeah, one is garbage. One is Matakala, one is like rubbish. So which one are you taking? Yeah. One is less smelly, says Mark. Great analogy there, bro. Um Second piece of news that it's more really of a question. Kudus, what are we feeling about Kudus? Anything is better than Onana at this point, but at what cost though, Kenny? That's the question. It's like at what cost? And maybe Onana could improve next season. I'll sin bin myself for even thinking that. But yeah, where is Kudus gonna play? Says SLD. Any area across the front three, Kudus can play. He can play. Twisted says Kudus is decent, but I prefer Mbuemo. Okay, fair enough. Yes, if it's between Kudus and Mbuemo, I'm with you. I'm going for Mbumo, right? But if say Gyökeres stalls, we don't get Gyökeres doesn't come to Man United, we can't afford Victor. He stays at Galatasaray or goes to I don't know, whatever, another club, right? And Ekitike, we can't afford Ekitike. Like, we need to find creative solutions. Find, it wouldn't be a crazy thing to see like Xerxes being our starting number 9, and when we start playing this false 9 thing, and sometimes maybe we see Cunha in that position momentarily. We see sometimes Bruno or whoever, we don't. Mason Mount. I don't know what Ruben Amorim is gonna cook, but what I know is Kudus is a player that can play across the front 3 positions. So he's not a bona fide striker. Mark says, hell no to Kudus. Young Papi says he's a proper finisher. Oh, we need a striker. We need a proper finisher. Young Papi says, I do not want this Kudus crap as well. Yale, asking who linked us to Kudus. The Kudus question is just a feeler. Where are we in the community? I put the link in the chat, by the way. If you want to call in, this is the opportunity to do so. Kind reminder to hit the like button. If you're just tuning in, appreciations for your presence here. Let us participate, call in. The link is right there. Doctor. Kenny says Kudus transfer is pointless. How so? How pointless? What do you mean it's pointless? He's somebody that can be, looking at Mason Mount's track record, odds are before the first international break, knock on wood, pray to God. I'm not even going to finish the words. You already know what I was going to say. You know what I mean? Like, Mason Mount's track record is not good. Like, I'm out here like thinking like, how are we, moving in the transfer window? Are we ruthless enough? Are we proactive enough? Mark is bringing the AFCON text into the conversation. Sure, it's a point. It's a point. By the time AFCON come, we're gonna be starting. we're gonna because starting 4 to 6 subs. Yeah, we're gonna have to start like 4 to 6 players that may, if say Kudus is in the starting 11. We can Xerxes, Cunha, Mbuemo, Ahmad. We don't need. Okay. All right, Twisted. If you think we're good with just Xerxes, Cunha, Mbuemo, Ahmad, I guess there's Mount in the picture as well. Then maybe we can transfer the focus to like another position. I don't know. What are you thinking? Let's hear men like Pav in the building. What up, Pav?
Yo.
People are out here saying how to the Kudus suggestion I had, bro. I don't know. Do you not rate Kudus?
He's all right.
He's all right. But
He's who we should have got over Anthony.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I think like he actually would have done a lot better than Anthony. He's a lot more like of a fighter, and I feel like he doesn't look good this season because West Ham in general as a collective have been horrible. Like that manager that they brought, was it Lopetegui who got fired? He was just like so bad, and because
You're lagging, boss.
oh, I'm lagging. Oh no.
Yeah.
Mark says he wasn't even scoring goals in Eredivisie, but like he's not like he's a playmaker. He's somebody that links up.
Of course, he's gonna say that because I just talked about his boyfriend Anthony, bro. Of course, that guy's gonna be saying shit on Kudus. Of course.
Damn. Yeah, no, I hear you. Great one says, isn't he from Ghana? He won't go to AFCON.
I wouldn't take him now, just because if we do end up with Cunha and Mbeumo, you don't really need another one because we're not in any European competition, so it'd be kind of pointless. I need a new striker.
Yeah.
Right. The only way.
What up, course?
Yo.
Yeah. The only what? Continue, Pav. You're saying?
I would only bring him in if like we lost Xerxes, then he could play like as a rotational role, but he wouldn't get as many minutes because as long as Mbeumo and Cunha are fit, they'd probably start over him anyway. And unless he wants to move right wing back and challenge with Ahmad, I don't think he wants to do that either. So he's probably going to be at West Ham for another year anyway. But
True.
What's it called? I was going to actually start off before you brought up Kudus about, did you see the lineups for clubs?
Bro, actually, just when Court said real Botswana team meeting, I saw the chat and I opened the thing and I just saw them right now.
Look at Pav. Look at our manager. No due diligence.
Crazy. No.
Do you know the thing, Bots? Yeah, Courts is the captain for you, innit? Which means the rules have changed now. Whoever finishes at the bottom, the captain and the manager, which is you, the owner, have to do a forfeit.
Well,
so
we don't
you've got
worry about that, right? I don't think we will.
I'll be honest. Our team, I only know you because I'm in your team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's.
And I'm in your team because I got snaked by Joe Wafori.
It was KG's fault. It was KG's fault. KG forgot to. KG was supposed to press remove, but he just spun it straight away, and then it landed on Joel. But like mine, I think my name was still there, son. It was anyway.
Okay.
KG
but yeah. Anyway, yeah. What's it called? I only know Ronald, you, Courts, right?
Anthony was in your team last time.
Oh.
I don't. Who? My team or Box's team?
Yeah, I'm sure he was in. No, he was in Joel's team. The Mancunian brother.
I'll be honest. You three are the only ones. You three are the only ones I know. I don't know the other people, so I was like, when I looked at it.
Vero, is that the same person? Vero?
Yeah, Anthony Vero. Yeah, I'm sure he was on. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But he's from Manchester, I think.
Since we took a quick little divergence, real quick. So me, Court, Pav, Lenny. Wait, Vibes with Lenny.
He might not be on our team anymore.
Oh, really?
Who Vibes?
If you look at the group, no, Vibes with Lenny. If you look at the group chat, but we'll see.
Anthony.
Well, we've already. Well, one person's already transferred out in.
No, wait, hold up.
So are we just gonna have bare people wanting to transfer out?
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Yeah, but Riri, we got to do the Amarin thing. If you Riri, if you don't want to buy in to the team of Real Botswana, we don't want you.
No, I hear you, but But if we go that route, everybody's either going to want to be on KG's team or the team that has Gusai on it. So everybody's going to want to be on those two teams. You can't do that.
I know, but the problem is, Riri, the problem you've got is most people only really want to be on KG's team because they want to be with K, which is fine. So what happens is when, like, I've been on KG's team most of the time, but when I was on Joe's team, I'd still turn up. But you see certain people who turn up when they're on KG's team, but when they're not on KG's team, they won't turn up because they just want to be on KG's team.
Bro, well, if we have a couple of practice like we did the last time, and Bots knows this, if on this team, if we have a couple of practice and you don't turn up, guess what? You can't turn up game time because you're not gonna get
I don't
game.
care what team I'm on, as long as the games aren't late. Because when I said to Joe, I cannot play games after like 9:30, 10 p.m. at the latest because I have to leave my yard at 10:30 p.m. and then I'm not back till about 20 past 11, and by then I'm fucked because my meds kill me. The ones that I gotta take, I am sleeping, bro. Yeah, when I'm driving back, I'm driving back with one eye open, bro.
Yeah, well, we'll talk all that. Maybe let's at the end of this the thing because I wanted to get back to football.
But you lucky I love you and I stayed on that call yesterday. The only reason I stayed on that call was because I knew that you had to go back to work because everybody was like, yo, where's Bots? I was like, Bots probably went back to work, bro.
Thank you.
Well, to be fair, Joe, no one ain't seen Joe. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to publicly apologize to Doctor yesterday. I was a little bit rude.
What happened?
Yesterday? Oh, no. I was a bit rude at the end of the stream
I said, what do you mean? You need to stop smoking.
Oh.
By the way, Bots, everybody on KG's channel was looking forward to the live vlog of your date and the other forfeit of the free sliding into DMs of Bonnie Blue, Lily Phillips, and Astrid Webb.
What is going on? What is going on?
Somehow we went to a deeper detour, bro. Like let's get back to football.
The chat is talking to you and you are treating them like the ex who hurt you, bro. What's going on here?
Hey man, I don't know. I blame courts for this. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good.
Anyway, over to you. I'm gonna be in the background.
All right.
Now Vegeta might have to take over this stream because all you interested for Juneteenth is the parties. You don't even know the history. You out here just like, oh, there's mad parties today, brother.
Yeah, like, you hear that? Really, I heard that. There's like a whole emancipation that happened, and the brother wants to drink juice. There's a whole emancipation, and the brother wants to drink juice.
They fought for our freedom. Now somebody gonna enjoy the freedom.
Who fought for your freedom? What are you talking about?
My ancestors.
Bot reacts. Bots, what's going on, bro?
Anyway, Emi Martinez. Emi Martinez is not worth 40 million.
He is not. He is not worth 40. He is definitely not worth 40.
How much is he worth?
He's more worth 5.
25. 25 the most, I would say.
Villa is smoking.
I think if he was younger, and obviously won what he's won so far with the profile of keeper he is, like, because I think he's top 3 keepers in the world, but if he was younger, say like 26, 27, then I'd say, yeah, pay like 40, 50 in it. But at the age of like, when you hit that 30 bracket, no, you can't be paying big bucks for a keeper, man.
Can I speak?
Of course, jump in. This is community town hall meeting.
I just feel we're gonna sign both the players. Gyökeres, actually 3. Mbeumo, Kudus link is just smokescreen for Mbeumo. I do have a feeling we're gonna sign Emi Martinez and Gyökeres, and it's gonna be the same byproduct deal that we did with Lenny Yoro and Ogate, because Emi Martinez yesterday signed Jorge Mendes as his agent. So, and Jorge Mendes is also facilitating the move for Gyökeres for Manchester United. So he's just highly involved in all our transfers as of right now. So I do feel like we're gonna end up paying like a potential price over there, but then get him on a cheaper on the other one. Either ways.
But Ronald, does that really mean because he's signed with Mendes that we're getting him? Maybe Mendes might get him a move to a better club, and Villa can't f about
Yeah,
with him.
it
Doesn't
could
necessarily
go.
mean we're getting
It
him.
could go either way. It could go either ways. But looking at like the historical data of how things go with Jorge Mendes, that's what the conclusion I came to. I mean, obviously, I can't say for sure that that's how it's going to get panned out. Obviously, life
Who does he want
has
the
its
wheel
own
for?
beautiful way.
For Ronald.
Yeah.
Ronald's already going to lose a bit because what he's predicting now. Remember, he said the thing to me that we're going to end up with profiles like Jamie Vardy, people who are like dead at their career, and we did the membership thing on it.
Yeah, we're still on it. We're
So
still
if
on
you
it.
end up with Jokeris, you have to donate the memberships because that
I
isn't.
will. I will.
I'll be honest though, Ronald. Yeah, I don't think we're getting Jokeris. I don't think we're getting Jokeris because that man made us his sloppy seconds when he said that he wants Arsenal. So I don't think we end up with that guy anyway.
Yeah, for me, it's a red flag when a player doesn't want to come to the club. It's like, oh, court me first. I'm like, nah. I don't want that vibe. Because players like that, the moment things gets difficult, they're not gonna like really dig deep, you know. So please, Jokeres can piss off. For me, that's where I'm at with it.
I mean, if he somehow ends up at the club, I'll retract the words where I said I want him to become the next Eduardo.
Yeah.
That was said because he snaked us for Arsenal. But yeah, obviously sometimes words have to be said, but words can be retracted eventually.
But with the Jokeris deal, I can't lie. I'm not believing any words that are coming out of either the club or the player or the manager or the agent himself, because there has been so much going on with the management saying that there was no agreement of in principle, but then the manager or the agent said that there was an agreement. So I don't know who to believe. I think by the end of the window, whoever we sign, or we don't sign. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what these links are for Inter Milan linked with Hoyland. I don't know where they're coming from, if that's even serious. So there's so much going on. The only one I'm kind of interested and keen upon is Mbeumo, because I do like that player. So that's the only one I'm kind of.
Ronald, if we have Mbeumo, we have Xerxes, we have Cunha, we have Mount, Ahmad. We have enough firepower for a top 8 charge. Right?
Top 8.
Top 8.
I don't know why you're talking about top 8, bro.
No, I'm just saying we're already in the top 8 without fixing other areas.
One bad season, and this man goes from top 4 to top 8. One more season like this, and you'll start talking about relegation battles, bro.
But for BP, to be fair, bots, I'm going to be the optimist with you because you got a bunch of pessimists on this panel right now. So I will be the other optimist with you, and I think if we get Cunha, well, we already got Cunha. If we get Mbeumo, and we don't get this idiot that everybody's like now saying spin the block for. Because as a person, spinning the block for me is not something I do. We'll probably be, I would say, top 6.
Yeah, like the same. Like for me, it's top 4 or top 6. I'm not gonna, bring my expectations down because we had a bad season, bro. That season's done. Like Gogo said, that was pre-season, the entire season, right? So. We've seen the worst. Amarim said you'll go through the worst. We've seen the worst, so now it's his job to show us the good.
The good days are coming.
By Christmas, he can go as well. Have you seen? You have. I'm sure everyone has seen how the season is starting for us. So I don't know by what is he surviving? How is he doing? Because we need signings early in. If that's the start of the season we're looking at, Arsenal, Man City, like in the first 8 weeks, bro.
Yeah,
you can't be doing like deals in the late or deadline day deals won't cut it.
That comment you just put up, Botcher, that Mendes isn't involved, I just went on Fabrizio's Twitter. I don't see anything on there, so I'm not sure where he's pulled that quote up from.
Bro, Fabrizio is a weird one because he says one thing on like his tweets and then his YouTube channel he says something wildly weird, and then obviously people make other quote tweets of what he has said. I don't know who he talked to, so
it could have been it could be an aggregator. It could be an aggregator from an interview he had, because often he does stuff on other channels, and then the aggregators type it with his name, but not necessarily a tweet.
Damn, guys. Earlier
unless Ornstein says it, I mean that's the only one I think right now I'm gonna believe when it comes to like Manchester United.
I mentioned earlier on as well, and some people in the chat were not happy with this, but Thomas Partey.
Why is Thomas Partey's name even being mentioned? Why?
Bro,
first,
look how quick
she jumped in.
Look how quick.
Go on, Doctor.
But I think we have enough people right now to like run the show for 5 minutes. Why don't you sin bin yourself and I'll let like Doctor.
You didn't even let me finish my point.
No, you were scratching your back.
Nah, go on, let Doctor talk. Go on, Doctor. Go on, Doctor.
But please, sin bin yourself.
We're slowly becoming Prison FC. What's wrong with you?
Hey, Doc. Why are we becoming Prison FC? I didn't realize that Party done something bad.
He's got MG charges.
He got allegations. I'm sorry. Like, I'm tired. And he's
besides allegations, guys. From Ericsson to Party, like
one.
Are we?
Wait. Let Doc talk.
No, I'm sorry, Veggies. I'm sorry for cutting you off there, but he's averaging best. He gets injured like every other game, and when he's supposed to, this is the first season he's had a 7 out of 10 season, right? He's
and Doctor, to your point, you remember when
more like an 8 or 9. So
Doctor, you remember when Anthony went to Brazil for his allegations, right? You remember that time? Partey went for his allegations before that, but because he plays for Arsenal, Arsenal was able to go ahead and keep that news all quiet throughout the entire last season. That's why they're not renewing him as a player, even though Arteta wants to renew his contract. But they've decided not to renew his contract, go for Zubimendi, because they know these allegations at some point are going to land.
I thought the reason why it is not necessarily allegations related, it's just that he wants a big payday because this is probably his last big contract that he can sign.
Then he should go to Saudi.
Everything is part of.
Well, he's Ghanaian, so we won't miss. If we do sign him, he will be available in January.
Can I mention something?
Yeah.
Go on.
So you're saying allegations. He's not been charged with anything, and it's been nearly 2 years, right? I'm just saying, isn't it? Like
the media
everybody knows.
No. I'm just here to instigate. I'm here to instigate. You already know my game, right? I'm just saying, I'm just saying, he's right now. He's not a guilty man of anything, right? So why does that stop him from joining United?
The media is going to.
If that's the case, then we should bring back Greenwood, no?
I was going to say that. There's people who didn't want Greenwood back. Now they want him back.
I say, for his own safety, for Greenwood's own safety, he should stay there. Partey should have come to United. Because the media is going to.
What do you mean? What do you mean for his own safety? What are you planning to do, Doc?
I'm not planning to do anything. I'm just going to say, all the media is going to do is talk about these allegations over and over and over and over.
Accusations. These are not accusations. This is false accusations.
But then they'd get sued because they're spreading false information on something that was dropped.
Well, they've done it about other players. They've done it so
it's
much.
It's not even false information. It would be more that they're just bringing it up. And there's just like.
Has been said.
There's a lot more noise around our club than any other club. So
I know, but they wouldn't be able to keep writing about previous allegations when he was acquitted.
Yeah, but it's not even sometimes about them It's not even about necessarily writing about it, but then you think of like the social media side of things. We just are such a big club that traction. And to be fair, if we're gonna just stick to football, we shouldn't sign someone who's only had one injury-free season in the last 3 or 4 seasons. Anyway, why are we doing? Have you seen our medical department? Have you seen? Are we trying to buy a friend for Luke Shaw and Mason Mount? Is that what we're doing? Making them like giving them
Coach, that's the
a
main
friend?
coach.
Like,
That's the main reason why I did not want to sign Osherman, because I know if you give our medical department a broken player or a part broken player, they will completely break.
we can't. You can't compare Osimhen, bro. Nah, you can't be doing that comparison. Osimhen's a different.
Had his own fair share of injuries in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, but that's a gunman right there. You can't really compare
I hear the gunman argument, but even Martial was a gunman on his day. How many times do you see that day?
Martial was never a gunman. Nah, Martial was never a goal scorer like that.
No.
Martial was
Osimhen is a goal scorer. Martial was a good player. He was never a goal scorer. Could never describe him as a gunman.
BB gunman. That's what he was.
And I just want to say,
like water pistol.
Yeah, I just want to quickly say, on the Partey thing before I move on. As I think it was Star who was saying, this is his first injury-free season, and it was a 7 out of 10. So I'm even giving him 7 out of 10. That's gun attacks right there. It was more like a 5. So we're not going to talk. I don't want him. I'd rather take Kudus. And I love Kudus, but Kudus also coming to United. Where is he going to play? Because he should have come before Anthony. He should have come around the time Anthony came. They should have spent that money on him. On the talk of Kudus, West Ham. I feel like he has to leave West Ham because they might get relegated. Because I don't think Graham Potter is going to do anything great with it. Go ahead.
So I was just going to say, with the Kudus thing, it's clear that his agent is pushing for a move because, like, a lot of there's only a few journalists bringing his name up consistently, and it just seems like his agent is trying to get this guy a move. And obviously, what's the best thing to do to get your player spoken about? Mention Manchester United.
Yeah.
Mention Manchester, and to answer, Yale put a question in the chat about Greenwood. He doesn't have a buyback clause. We have a sell-on clause. I think we get 50% of the sell-on when Marseille sell it. 30%. Sorry, apologies. 30%. I wouldn't. Anyway, I've said enough about why. He can stay there for me, but that's fine. I don't. There's more to life than football, in my opinion. So he can stay over there.
Does anyone know if Marseille had Champions League this year coming?
Yeah.
They do. They qualified. Yeah, they qualified.
He'll be coming back to England then.
And I think they've already signed Angel Gomez as well, so they're looking good.
Yeah, they got Angel Gomez on a free.
Yeah.
Vegeta, you've been very quiet.
No. I've been monitoring because the criminal that is bots was doing nonsense here, so we had to switch out hosts.
Where has he gone?
Can I come back? Can I come back?
No, stay there. Because this thing says, should we sign Emi Martinez? We spoke about FIFA, and then we started bringing bots react stuff to this channel. We were setting up a nah.
Now this guy actually brought up Thomas Partey, which is not even a credible a source or a news. It's like me saying Jamie Vardy can be signed for United. It's the same. Just read a tweet somewhere. It's not even credible, bots.
Yeah, get that criminal out of here.
Hey, Professor, what you saying on the topic? Should we sign Emi Martinez 40 million?
No.
Are you going there?
Nah, goalkeeper's less of our problem. I told you, like me, Onana could stay an extra year. That midfield is get fixed. That midfield is zero.
So you wanna go into next season?
I am risking Onana
Bro.
What the
hell
heck?
was that?
What the
What
fuck?
was
Hey, what was that noise?
They forgot to mute their mics.
What?
Demons have been
Hey,
Wow.
hey, I'm not gonna lie,
My
I just
ears
drank
are
some Dr.
bleeding.
Pepper, yeah. I'm sorry, I drank some Dr. Pepper, yeah, and I felt like I was about to do a Godzilla burp.
Now,
Yo,
whoever that
Pav!
was,
Was that you, Pav?
That was me. I just had this burp, yeah, and I could feel it, and I did it. I had this burp incoming. I was like, right, this sounds like a Godzilla one incoming. Like, my God, that was loud.
No, Burpav, listen to me, Burpav. That was the most honest review on an Omo thing ever, bro. Like, wow, Burpav.
Hey, nah, I'm not gonna lie. That was a Godzilla level burp, man. You know when like
Nah, you
Godzilla does his like
you
sound.
gotta drop the what
Brother,
the hell? What the hell?
It went for seconds. It went for more
Hey,
than 1
bro.
or 2 seconds, bro. It reached 4 or
What
5.
do the right thing in the background?
Maybe I'm gonna cook.
Nah, I'm actually proud of that burp. You know, man, that was a mad burp. That's like level 5 Godzilla, bro.
That released every little bit of gas you had in your stomach, boy.
That was like hard.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Damn, there's really people out there asking for the wheel for that. Damn, I didn't think it was that far, but hey.
Nah. There's no wheel for that, bro.
You can ask for the wheel, bro, but I'm not. There's no chance you're getting me on the wheel for a burp. No chance.
I wouldn't say so. I was just saying.
I wouldn't say that's a wheel either.
But coming back to what Omo just said, Vegeta, you know why he wants to go back to the midfield? Because he still wants to sell Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Professor, explain. Sorry, we went on a tangent.
I said I want to do what?
You want to go back to the midfield and fix the midfield? No, that's what you said.
Oh yeah, the midfield been they fixing. So like, Onana.
So basically, sell
like,
Bruno, get one more player of your choice.
I'm not saying sell Bruno because they're not gonna sell Bruno. Like they want this man to go on.
No, but that's
leave
what you
on a
want,
club.
no?
They won't leave. So I have no reason Bruno's gonna be here to stay.
So what are you fixing in the midfield then, or who are you fixing? Omo?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, easy. The way this manager wants to play, which is running around all day in that midfield, Casemiro cannot do it. So it's easy. Gotta go. He's not gonna play. He's not gonna bench Bruno Fernandes. So Bruno Fernandes is king.
Casemiro is in his last season, anyways. He's going.
Yeah,
I don't think we're getting a midfielder though, because who was it that said it? One of the journalists, it might have been Jacobs. No, or Ornstein, one of them two. I was listening to it this morning, and they said that Man United have got like 5 midfielders at the minute who play in that double pivot of what Amorim wants. So they were like saying there's no chance unless they can get rid of 2 before they bring in another midfielder. And it's out of, like they were talking, it was out of Collier, Bruno, Ugarte and Casemiro. So you got them 5 that are battling for that double pivot position with one competition next year. There's no chance we're getting a midfielder unless we get rid of like one of them or 2 of them. So I don't know. Like we might end up seeing what Kobe or Collier go.
Yeah, one it could be.
They're the easy choice.
It could be cool because he won his new contract and stuff like that.
Okay.
If we get if we do, which it does look like we're gonna get Mbeumo, so that's Cunha and Mbeumo at the 10, and we get a striker of some sort. I do, or maybe Xerxes plays up there, false 9-ish kind of thing. I do see a lot of the time for Bruno, Ugarte midfield 2, just because Ugarte obviously he's got his limitations on the ball, but he can cover a lot of ground. So that's what as it stands.
He just needs to win possession. He needs to just win the possession and cut the passing lanes.
So that's probably what will happen a lot if things.
Ideally, you would think that Casemiro is the one who doesn't get a lot of game time. He's more there for the dressing room and coming in like Carabao or FA Cup games, maybe like 10 minutes here and there at the end of some Premier League games just to see it out. But I think, if anything, Collier can. He's multifunctional because I've seen him play fullback, couple of appearances. So does Collier go out on loan? Like we're gonna have this issue. Like there's gonna be some players that are gonna be unhappy next season.
Oh, definitely, definitely, because our squad's gonna be too big, and we don't have Europe.
We've got an overinflated squad for playing one game a week, and like when you look at that,
there's so many issues that they need to sort out. They need to sort the center back if they want to keep hammering. Like it's just one issue after the other. You just gotta take one at a time.
But there's
if they sort out the midfield, then you could go get the goalkeeper and the center back.
But then, as many midfielders we do have, right, as of right now, most of the ones are like youngsters, like the ones you could potentially like make them understand that they got to wait one season more. But you also have 4 wingers still at the club: Sancho, Anthony, Rashford, Garnacho, who the manager has outright spoken and said that I don't even want to take them on the preseason tour. So, get them going as soon as possible. So while I understand you all want to focus on a midfield, I would want those 4 guys to be sold as well.
And another season of Onana, guys. Come on, let's.
I can't deal with Onana, bro.
So
I
my
would be more than happy.
Another season.
I think we need to get a. I think hold on.
Hey, hold up.
Sorry,
Let Doc go first, then Courts, and then I can't remember who the next one was.
Great one hasn't spoken yet. I mean, Balitech hasn't spoken yet. So go ahead.
The fact of the matter is, I was hoping that Tom Heaton goes, we get a number 1, and then Onana becomes the number 2, and Bayern becomes the number 3. So we do 1 for Premier League, 1 for Carabao Cup, 1 for FA Cup.
Doctor, have you forgotten the day you came and laughed after Bayern?
She was a fairy.
No, yes,
she was a
we
fairy.
don't want Bayern as number 1 either.
No, can I finish my statement? No,
she was a fairy.
Young happy really. I was a fairy, but
remember the times you prayed to
You are
God
more
for?
disappointed that Tom Heaton is staying than not selling Onana.
No, Vegeta, that day she dropped Vegeta. That day, Doctor dropped the bar by saying, "I prayed for times like this."
Yes, I did. I honestly did, and I don't hate. Hatred is a heavy word. Okay, I don't.
You do hate Tom Heaton, man. Just admit it. It's obvious. You do.
Coach, even Bayern there isn't safe.
No.
The thing. So, Doctor. So you said about Onana becoming number 2, Bayern becoming number 3. There was a lot of reports, especially with a World Cup year happening, that Bayern because he lost his number 1 Turkey spot, he wants to play more football next season, so he's likely to leave. Also, Heaton helps with the being in the squad but not really playing helps with the homegrown quota.
Exactly.
He didn't care for the quota, so he's gonna be here.
I know.
Doctor, now
He's doing his coach, and Heaton is doing his coaching badges. Heaton's doing his coaching badges, so he's more there to do his. He's just there to kind of do his coaching badges, but be an extra body, basically.
The same way Evans was. Just that
is great.
At the time, and Evans got to play football.
Can I get my point across? Can I get my point across? Thank you. So,
you're welcome.
What I first said was what ideally would happen, but now that is not happening, let's say we can draw a tree or a tree of if yes, go forward. Let's say Bayern leaves. Who are we getting? Me personally, I don't want Emi Martinez because I feel like he's an Onana 2.0. And I know 2 games in, people will be mad, super bad. I can't say I can suggest another goalkeeper because I don't watch goalkeepers like that from
Jan
other
Oblak is
like
going away.
leagues.
Is up for grabs for
And the
25
ones
million.
Wasn't you just stalking Heaton the other day watching him play golf? So you say you don't watch keepers like that, but you're watching Heaton randomly playing golf.
Oh my god! I follow the YouTube channel. It pops up. I need background noise when I'm working. When I hear his voice, obviously I'm gonna watch. You people, what is your problem? What is your problem?
Doctor, you wanted to buy the Heaton shirt at one point.
Dinner time crash out. We're here to see it. We're here to see it.
He didn't ignore doctor at the hospital, you know.
Doctor, where is the Heaton shirt? Have you bought it yet?
When was I supposed to buy a Heaton shirt? Please.
You just said when Bayender played over Onana and dropped the stinker, you said, I think I'm gonna go buy a Heaton shirt.
I was being sarcastic. What the fact that I'm learning sarcasm.
Oh wait, doctor, have you made your curry yet?
Hold up, coach. I haven't spoken for a hot minute now. I've been sitting here listening to y'all go back and forth. Right?
Yeah, doctor.
Why is it when she speaks, everybody attacks her, but when some other fools come on here and talk shit, nobody says nothing, and they let them chat shit for like 6 minutes at a time?
Yeah, have some respect, guys, man. Have some respect.
Y'all are really coming across as bullies. No, with all seriousness, y'all are really coming across as bullies. I'm not even playing with this. If I'm just in the chat and looking at this, it's really borderline bullying-ish. I'm not even joking at this point.
I actually said twice, can we let Doc talk? Just saying, innit?
No, I heard you, Pav, but what I'm saying to you guys,
Ronald and Courts, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm on a delay, so I couldn't hear when Doctor was talking. I thought she'd just finished speaking.
It's funny because it actually looks
I respect
like he is
women.
on a delay too.
I respect women.
My question
I respect people in general. That's why I just let
I would
Doctor
hope
rock.
you do, Courts. I would hope you do, because your wife looks like she's a serious woman.
Thank you.
What are you trying to say? Courts get beat. Courts get beat.
I do. I was.
Finish her point, please. Let her land.
No.
Yeah,
Don't
guys, stop
explain yourself.
interrupting.
Don't
Let
explain
Doctor finish
yourself.
her point, man. Bally Tech, stop talking. Let Doctor finish, please.
Oh, why are you going on like I've been disrespecting Doctor? I've been listening to
drinking
you.
water, man.
Bally Tech, stop interrupting Doctor, man. Bally Tech, man. Let Doctor talk.
I'm not having that. No, I'm not having that. I'm not having
Everyone,
that.
put your drinks down. Stop
I'm not having
driving.
that. No one's
Stop
talking.
doing
I'm
what
not
you're
having
doing.
that, bro.
So we don't have the capacity.
With all seriousness, Bally Tech been trying to get that number for time, though. With all seriousness.
I thought that was
What number?
What? Doctor's
What
number?
Yeah. Doctor's number.
Okay, cool. All right.
Wait.
What?
Is that what's
Bally Tech.
What's
Being
get rid of? What's? Did you see Boss's face change? Did you see Boss's face change? Boss, put your camera back on now. I saw that the way your eyes dropped. I know Boss was like competition. What's this?
Are you going to interrupt? Can I finish speaking? Okay, because I don't interrupt your question. Okay, so don't interrupt mine. Show some fucking respect. So, sorry for the language.
Praying for you, bots.
Bots, can we have a quick interview? Can we just have a quick post-match interview?
Bots is hiding. Bots hiding.
Bring your face back.
Bots is hiding.
Bots is
Bots,
hiding right now.
we just want to make sure you're okay, Bots.
I'm good. Hold on.
Okay, you're good.
I know he sounds broken.
Yeah, hey guys, honestly, can Doc finish so like other man can talk?
We'll talk. Yeah, let's get
Doc,
back
are
to
you
football
finished?
before he ends the stream. Yeah, quickly. The other point is we could attempt to play the academy goalkeepers who are equally as, and they're not up to par. they will let in goals. So I feel like we're in a space where we might have to just stick it out with Onana and outscore his mistakes. Because that's the only way. And I know nobody likes it and wants it. Even me. Everybody here knows I supported Onana staunchly for a long time. We have to just close our eyes and just keep him there and hope and pray we outscore whatever mistakes he made. So if we let in 30 goals, we have to score 60. If we let in 40, that's that's the math. So I know nobody wants it, but we just have to deal with it for at least 6 months till the January window.
And you have confidence that we're gonna get a goalkeeper in the January window?
No, but I'm gonna pray. Prayers work.
Valite, do you want to go next?
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Someone's showing me a bit of respect on the panel. Thank you. Thank you.
Bud shakes his head.
Yeah, I'd just like to big up everyone in the chat. Obviously, this is Football Power Hour. Yeah, so my opinion on this keeper malarkey is I agree with almost Solo. Let's sort out that midfield, yeah? Because at the end of the day, if we can't play the ball properly, or if we can't progress the ball forward, then our attackers are going to look crap. And this is the problem that we had last season, yeah? People think, like, I would rather see goals at Old Trafford, yeah? I don't care if we beat a team 4-2, I don't care. If Onana makes 2 mistakes in the game, I don't care. As long as them forwards are firing, that's what I want to see. But if our midfield is rubbish, then our forwards are going to struggle. Our forwards can't do it by themselves. They need a certified midfield behind them. The defense is decent. It could be better, but it's decent. The goalkeeper, yes, he's shambolic. However, if we outscore teams week in, week out with the 1 game a week, then we can upgrade the keeper later. But if we now splash out 40 to 60 million on a keeper when we could have bought a top-level midfielder, I feel like that's setting us back even more personally. I feel like because the thing is, the game is won and lost in the midfield. Why is it, that when we play Brighton, when we play Bournemouth, when we play Crystal Palace, why is it that they just outwork us in the midfield and they can play better football than us? Yeah? The game is won and lost in midfield. We need a proper midfield. We haven't had a proper midfield for years. So that's what we need to focus on. Sort out the strike force, sort out the midfield, and then maybe come to the keeper later. If we got money left over.
Does the Stockholm Wesley Snipes want to talk?
Yeah, no, I'm listening. I'll catch you in later. There's too much train noise, but I'm listening. I'll put my take in a second.
It's actually not a lot of train noise in the background. Just saying.
There's no background noise, Kenny. You can go, bro.
Oh yeah,
you're good, Kenny. Go.
I just stopped for a second. No,
Ferdinand.
my take is that I think if we get Mbeumo, I still stand by it, and one of the strikers we're linked with, I see ourselves doing well. At least the first 7 games, we can actually go unbeaten. I strongly believe we've got what it takes to do that. And yeah, so that's my take for now. You can
Kenny, quick question. Kenny, hold up, guys. I got a serious question. Kenny, Ballytex just messaged me privately. He wants to know if there's any fitties on the train.
Any what?
Any fitties on the train? Ballytech wants to know. Just message me, innit?
Well, where's all this coming from?
I don't want to look creepy on the train. Leave me alone.
Well, where's all of this? You lot are making up bare stories today.
You see the code switching that Kenny's doing right now?
Right.
Kenny's like the code switching Kenny right there is like I'm in public, so I'm gonna speak like this, and I'm gonna go, hello, my name's Kenny. So this is what I think about transfer. Kenny at home is like, yo boys, what up guys? That's my dog. And then now he's like, yes. So he's like, yeah. Yeah, and then this is code switching, and he's like, so yeah, I think we
But
should get Mbuemo,
but
and I'm confident with the season.
He's even saying title charge, you know.
Can't even say title
I don't know
charge.
you guys heard it. He says 7 games unbeaten.
yeah, 7 games unbeaten.
You might as
I'm
well
very
say title charge. You
I'm
might as
very,
well.
very,
Right?
coach, see I go again. I'm very, very positive about our, our outcome in those 7 games if we purchase the strikers and the midfield. God, switching.
Yo, Kenny, no lie, bro. I want to hear this voice going forward for the next month, brethren. Do not come
Nah,
on
Kenny.
any streams with that other energy, bro. Don't. This is the energy I want for the next couple of streams, bro.
He sounds like a diplomat. He sounds like a
Right?
diplomat.
Now I want to see who the passengers are, bro. Just do this with the camera.
In
bro.
it, man. Just do a quick 360.
Wait, first things first, though. You guys have to just ask to see if it's okay. Is everything all right?
Before you do the 360, I
It's
didn't ask
Man's
for it.
Mental Health Month. Come on. Now.
Bally, you're welcome, bro. You're welcome. I never say I don't do any favors for you.
Listen, there ain't no baddies on this train. What you on about, bro?
I just want to know, amongst all of this, was Doctor able to land her point?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, she landed her point.
Okay, fair. It's fine. Great.
She did.
I don't want to be the bully.
Did you want to
I think I am. So my opinion on this whole goalkeeper thing is I think I'm with Balitech on this because I've been asking for a proper midfield for time. Like I've been saying, we have yet to replace Michael Carrick in that midfield. Like our midfield's been shit, and we all go gym. Well, I don't go gym. I'm supposed to go back to gym, but the men them that go gym, they if your core is not strong, other areas of your body get affected. So the midfield is our core, and if we don't have a proper core, we're still gonna be back where we've always been. So we need to strengthen, and that's why I was saying if we don't get a striker, if we don't spin the block for Gyökeres or whatever, we need to get a proper 6 or a proper 8 in that midfield.
For me, I wouldn't even mind if we can concentrate on a striker and then the 2 10s like the Mbuemo do, and then a striker, one of the ones we're linked with. And then even if we don't have a lot of funds to acquire somebody very good elite midfielder, we can even see if we can tap into the loan market or something. Bring in somebody who's like 33 and can still play and do a job, at least for the time being, just as a backup in that midfield. Like what we did with Ericsson, somebody we can get on a free and then concentrate elsewhere,
This brother wants us to go back to the Woodward days.
No, I'm just saying, looking at depth, if we're going to concentrate on a prolific striker, we're going to spend a lot of money after the Mbuemo 60, Gyökeres, and maybe another 70 somewhere there. If we're going to
What you're asking for, there is no one there. There is no one there.
The thing is, because we're out of Europe, I don't think the PSR rules apply to us in the same way because
no, that's just the UEFA
football.
version. That's the UEFA version, not the FA Premier League version. Obviously, UEFA have their own sustainability rules, and the Premier League have their own. So, if we were to get Champions League football next year, whatever happened this year wouldn't be on our record for next year. It would take effect the year after. So.
Okay. So that means we would have a couple of seasons to get rid of certain people then off the wage books.
Yeah, well, next year, Casemiro's 100% gone if he's not gone already this year. So that's a lot of money. Sancho, that's a lot of money. That's what, nearly 500, 550 a week just for them two. I don't know who else is coming to an end of their contract next year. Maguire too, that's probably what, 170-ish? That'll be coming off the books unless they offer him a new deal where he's getting paid less than like 70k or 80k a week. Yeah, there's going to be some free agents next year as well. Next year is probably where I think the club should be spending more than what they spend this year anyway. Even if this year we spend 200, next year they got to go big again. You can't stagnate or drop in levels because the other teams are like literally 2-3 transfer windows ahead of us already. So yeah,
Yeah, 100%. The thing is, yeah, City are City and Liverpool. Unfortunately, they're too far ahead. Even Arsenal to a certain degree, but City and Liverpool mainly. What they've been able to do in the transfer window, I'm just sitting there thinking, rah, they're moving like how Man United used to move. Now we are so far behind. I don't even think we should waste this transfer window by not getting a proper midfielder. Yes, we're going to get a striker. I believe we're going to definitely get a striker and sort out the Mbeumo. But that midfield, we need to get somebody to come in there that's going to be a difference maker in that midfield as well. Then,
I think we should go on. Let me let you finish.
Then I think next season, if we have money, then we need a central centre back and a new goalkeeper, and maybe even look at the wing backs if we got money.
Wow, when you're saying that, I'm thinking about this attacking midfielder. I guess he can play on the wing as well. That guy. Why is nobody talking about Javi Simmons anymore?
I like him still.
I think people have been talking about him, but I think the price tag is mad for what Leipzig want. I know they're not in the Champions League, but I think they're wanting something like 70, 75 mil for the guy.
No, that's too much. But I like the kid. He can, but he would more be better in the role that Mbeumo's gonna play. But if we did sign Javi Simmons, that would leave, I don't know, Ahmad fixed as a wingback. So he couldn't really alternate between wingback and 10. So he would literally be stuck as a wingback.
Bots, sorry, Omar. The thing is, we've still got Xerxes and Mount as well, who supposedly play in that 10. When I was talking about the 5 midfielders, they were just in that central midfield pivot, innit? But then we've seen Mount sometimes drop in there as well. So we've got way too many midfielders. This is why I don't see, after Mbeumo and Cunha, I don't see any more 10s, right? They're going to obviously work on trying to get Højlund out. I don't know. They're talking about a loan or some crap like that. But you've obviously got Mount, Bruno who could play in that 10, Xerxes supposedly could play in that 10 and striker. So we need to there's going to be some players gone, like the ones that we don't expect. I don't see Mount going, innit? I think it'll end up being the kids, like I don't want Collier or Kobe to go because I think they're both good. And Collier's not had that much time to prove himself, but there might be the casualties.
Going out on loan. I think he's going to go out on loan.
It's also, if you look at, sorry, actually, Omar was go on, Omar. You were going to say something.
I was going to say that, like, when I see people like Xavi Simmons, I'm so look at the club that how come they're not going for. There are certain players like teams avoid. I don't know why.
There's certain players that.
Yeah, like there are certain players like they could give him that boost, they just don't go for them. Like Kudus, like he's a good striker, score a lot of goals. Why is the man not going for him?
Sorry, who was that? You just said Omar?
Because he wants to go. I think because he's on standby to go to Arsenal in case anything wrong happens with the other guy that they're trying to get, Sesko. So I actually believe the reports that he has given priority to Arsenal, and that's why. And I think Man United probably tried to strong arm him and say it's now or never. And then that's why it looks like we're sort of dancing around Ekitike. Me personally, I would prefer if we went straight to Mateta, because I think Mateta, what he would bring to this team is a striker that has a good first touch off both feet, for one. Yeah, and a striker that can actually hold up the ball and then interchange with players. Yeah. And a striker that can actually score goals is deadly in the box. But the striker that we have now, if this club has this man playing up front for us next season, I don't think I can set foot in Old Trafford. I'm just going to be real. Yeah. I've seen enough to know that it's never going to work with this manager, at the very least, with Rasmus Højlund. So if he stays at the club, I ain't going to Old Trafford. I'm just going to be real. Like, I'm supposed to be going to Old Trafford a lot more this season, yeah, because they sold me a dream. They sold me Gyökeres, Mbeumo, Cunha, and some other signings, right? So if we don't get these, man, and we got Højlund up front with them two flanking him, I ain't going Old Trafford. I'm not going to waste my money. I'm not going to drive all the way up there and be sitting in traffic for God knows how long for the day just to go up there and watch this guy misplace touches like it's for fun. Like, what's the point? Like, I can't do it.
I just want to say this, like,
I think
for Eriksen.
Hold on, Ronald.
So Eriksen's probably Eriksen's gone for sure, right? And I have seen multiple reports on Mount also not in keen eye of the manager. I do see it otherwise, but I think the ownership wants Mount to be integral in his midfield and play because of the number 7 shirt itself and the sales that come along with the number 7 shirt. Because I don't think they're at the highest peak of its time right now. But what I'm trying to allude to is I also saw reports of Richard Rios, a Brazilian midfielder that they've been kind of linked to. He's about 20-25 million. And if not this season, I think next season is what you all are saying, that Casemiro doesn't have the legs and he needs to go. It might happen, but it might happen next season. But if they are able to like sell Mount, then potentially Richard Rios or something of that same ilk of like 20-25 million midfielder that is like the unknown one, but is a good one. I'm sure Omo has a bunch of names, 12, 13 maybe over there in his list, but because he watches all the leagues, so he might know a few of those players who are like 20-25 million. So we might go for them, but it has to be like that we're able to sell one midfielder. I don't want to sell Kobe. I'm okay in selling Collier. Obviously, you can't sell Casemiro, so you have to take the hit on that. But I'm okay in selling Collier and Mount to replace him. If it has to come down and someone gives 100 mil for Bruno again, brother, take that and run with it. But I don't see that happening. So I just don't want to sacrifice Kobe Mino in all the in like everything that goes right now. So because I know Garnacho would be sold, but I don't want to sell Kobe Mino just as of right now.
Do you know what's funny? It looks like, from what I can see, it looks like we're building a super physical team with a lot of speed and work rate, everything else. I think when the manager first came in, he said he wanted players to run like mad dogs. So it looks like they're building a team full of physical mad dogs. However, around all of these mad dogs that you're employing for us, which I want mad dogs around, believe it or not. However, I want somebody who's a technical genius to just be signed. Don't forget that we need at least one technical genius in that midfield, because that is the person that is going to unlock everything. That is the person that is going to help us control games. Like just like how Paul Scholes used to, just like how Carrick used to, we need somebody who's got those capabilities. Somebody who plays the ball forward all the time. Not somebody who's like, I don't know where to pass it to. Let me play the ball back to the keeper. Like somebody who...
Our build-up has to change. We cannot use the same build-up we used last year. Like, it has to change.
And even not just build up, Omo, like, need like more passing threats. The way, like, I don't know, like, you guys obviously saw the difference. Anytime we're having trouble, like the team has like blocked Bruno, Eriksen could come in sometimes and it'd have an impact with just the passes. You remember like the dink pass to Xerxes, there's like a couple of moments where you're like, you need an elite passer who can thread a ball, who can like find that assist.
Do you know the funny thing with elite passers? It's not just that they're elite with the passing, it's also that you can't even get near them. They are like 100 steps ahead of you, that even if you think, okay, as soon as the ball gets to him, I'm going to be on to his first touch. Nope.
Yeah.
You won't get anywhere near him. And
at
he'll
how-
do what he wants.
They're the press-resistant players. Like, you all watch the preseason, like Seko Kone did it. Like, you just need the older player of that mode that can do that. Like you're going to give that person the ball and like, okay, the ball is safe. Or you give that person the ball, oh, my players are resting because this player has the ball. We don't have, the last time we had that was Michael Carrick. Last time we had that was Michael Carrick. There's nobody that's come close to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't replaced Michael Carrick, so it's a fair assessment.
And everybody has their own version of that midfielder where they like control the tempo of the game, the Laporta. Like, we are yet to get that at all. Corey Manuel had the potential, but I don't know what happened to that angle to what Ten Hag has turned him into. Like, we're back to square zero in the midfield. That midfield is a zero.
Yeah, we do have to. I kind of agree with Valitek and Riri when they were saying we need to fix the midfield, and that's true. Because if you think about it, we're literally running on skeleton, like on bare bones. We have Casemiro and Ugarte, Kobe in the midfield, and we can't do it again in the Prem. We'd have to fight, and Bruno's on his last legs. Like, technically, he's a midfielder, I think. So yeah, we need to fix that. We can get the Cunhas, the Yokereses, all of them, and they will kind of like plaster the holes that we have. But if we want to win Champions League by 2028, we need to fix it now. So this summer, January, we need to do something. I don't know how, but they need to figure it out quick. And before this manager is fired again, because I don't think firing him will again would hide the fact that we do need a midfield.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, if he's able to survive until the end of the season, the manager, then I would have to assume that he's done pretty well. But then if he's able to survive with what he's been given this season, and because I would believe he would have to play good football also. I don't think it's just about where you finish. I believe the football has to be good, right? So if we're able to play good football come the end of the season with Ruben Amorim, then I think I will have a way higher belief in what's going to happen going forward. Because last year, I can't forget all them games that we were losing back to back. I think we went a whole 2-3 months without a victory. Like, we were just losing. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, maybe they did tell him that this is a free hit, yeah? So in his head, he's probably thinking, well, it doesn't matter how many games I'm losing. However, that is not the mentality that a Manchester United manager is supposed to have. You're supposed to want to win games. You're going into the game and you don't care because you got a free hit, but fans are paying to go and watch games. So if you're intentionally just saying, yeah, I got free hit here, you're basically telling me I'm a dickhead for going to Old Trafford. And I don't think that should be the mentality that you should have as a manager. You need to win.
I don't think that was his mentality.
That whole first year was a free hit. It was a free hit on everything.
Yeah, but even if a girl tells you you got a free hit, you still got to hit it out of the park, bruv.
Steve, right?
Oh my God. I don't know how we got there.
When did we get there?
We always end up there. I don't know how.
Oh, Lord, let's bring it back. Professor, I got a question about this Diego Leon kid, by the way. Is he a first teamer or is he gonna be on loan?
The first team, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they put him in the first team.
Wait, so what's happening with Amas then? Like, does that mean we
more players are playing him? Like, somebody's not gonna be happy, and that's okay.
No,
healthy competition, man. That's what we need.
So there's Dorgu, there's Amas, there is Diego Leon. There is on that left hand side. I guess Luke Shaw. Maybe I don't know if Luke Shaw is somebody.
No, we're
No,
not
Luke Shaw is the
mentioning
center guy.
Luke Shaw.
No, we're
he's
talking
not.
players.
He doesn't need to be team.
The center guy.
Luke Shaw can stay in under 18. I don't care. Guys,
Doctor,
can
we had a final and Luke Shaw played, right?
Oh yes, he scored the goal. Congratulations. You know what?
Wait, which final are we
know it's-
talking about? Who scored in the final? Where?
Europa League. The ball
We lost 1-0,
ricocheted off
you know.
his thigh, his thick thigh, and went in. Sorry, guys. I said.
Boss
it
man,
was-
you're not gonna click the screen in about 10 minutes still.
Listen. The thing is that
Wow.
if Diego Leon starts, I'm gonna be surprised. I'm gonna be surprised.
He's probably going to play in the academy for a couple of weeks. Then
Academy?
play
No.
like
He's
20
not.
minutes.
I don't think he's going to the academy. I think he's more of a bench player for us.
But that's what we thought about Seko Kone. Did Seko Kone play more than 10 minutes in the senior team? No, but he did play a good.
I think he's coming with the same. He's coming with the same pedigree that Sekou Kone came with, and Sekou Kone couldn't get into the team. They've already promoted Harry Amas, so for him to get into the team now, that means they have to send Harry Amas to the gulag. They still got Dallo, who's there as well. I don't know if he's gonna play over Ahmad or if Ahmad is gonna play over him. They still got Dorgu there.
Dallo is not playing over Ahmad. Dallo is not playing over Ahmad. Dallo didn't even play for the Dallo didn't even play for the Portuguese team the other day when they beat
Yeah, he was on the bench.
I think it's because he's coming off injury not too long ago. So it could just be because this is the thing. If he plays ahead of Ahmad, everyone's gonna call it Portuguese tax, innit? So
Hey guys, I just want to know how many coins people are putting on these players, man. You know what I'm saying?
Let's wait till the week before the game.
Now we gotta wait till the window till we get our transfers and stuff to do the coin stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe end of August.
Manj, don't be a menace. We already got Pav in here.
Right.
FYI.
Big up Pav, man. Big up. That was a tier 1 Burt, by the way. Big up.
FYI, guys.
I thought it was a fart. Still, it sounded like a fart to me. I was
Nah,
like,
that's a burp, bro.
Christ.
That's a legit burp.
You-
Punjabi Burt, mate. That's what it was.
You know when that kid goes, Jesus Christ, that's what was coming into our mind.
Wasn't me.
The boy farted through his mouth. Ew.
Don't say what you were gonna say, by the way.
No, carry on.
So we're playing Carabao Cup early this year because we don't have Europe. I feel like it will be after the second game of the Premier League. So yeah, just FYI. And everybody else is playing in September, I believe. But
yeah.
Oh my God.
I think what Pav made this statement, I think on KG's channel, where he said that they might wait till like close to the end of the window and then you said, Pav, then they'll get rid of Onana and try to get Martinez. Was it that you said?
I don't know if Pav is still awake.
Did we lose Pav?
I don't know.
What's everyone's thoughts?
But hold on.
Must have took his pills early.
Let me welcome the great one, by the way. Great one, big up yourself.
Yeah, big up everyone.
Yeah, man. What do you think about all that we've been talking about? And what are your thoughts?
Listen, I've had a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I'm not coming here to talk about that. I want to talk about AFCON.
Why? Okay.
You know, previously, Pav mentioned that AFCON, the players are going in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, it's calm, bro. It's only 2 games. I went and I saw the fixture list. Do you know when the AFCON starts?
No.
In December.
It starts on the 21st of December.
Oh, did it?
Okay.
Yeah, bro. And
Yeah.
the group stage games end on the 31st of December. So we are missing 3 Premier League games, and I saw the fixture list. It's mad, bro.
Do you think that's why they didn't do the Boxing Day games then? If AFCON starting on the 21st, according to PAV, we got a bunch of games on the 20th, and then we don't have another set of games until the 27th.
I wanted to speak on
We
that,
have
to be
3
honest.
games in that period.
We have 27th, 30th, 3rd, and 7th.
If I remember correctly, it was like
Saying
something like
there's a lot of
Newcastle.
EFL games on the Boxing Day. Actually, I
Yeah,
meant to
championship.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with us, it's because the players were complaining about the time, so they're actually giving them that time. And right now, actually, that's what it's all about. Remember, they want to rest, huh? Everybody else, every other league gets a rest for Christmas, all of that there. So instead of taking all the football, they just took away 2 fixtures maybe, like 2 like game days type of vibe.
Yeah.
So, both.
That's
Listen,
all it is.
But listen, first of all,
Yeah.
I want to read out the games that the AFCON players are going to miss.
Okay.
It starts off away to Aston Villa on the 20th of December. That's the first game. Then on the 27th at home to Newcastle. Then on the 30th at home to Wolves. Now those are the games in the group stages. If any player goes further, these are the games they will miss. Away to Leeds on the 3rd of January. Away to Burnley on the 7th. And the final game they will miss is the Manchester Derby at Old Trafford. So the AFCON
And I'll respond
players
to that
will
real quick.
return. If anybody reaches the final, they'll return for the Arsenal game. So it's mad. 6 games, 6 Premier League games. Normally it was 2
But
Premier League.
Mbeumo plays for Cameroon, and Cameroon is not reaching the final. And
Exactly.
Mazwari plays for who? Who does Mazwari play for?
It's
Who
Egypt,
does
Morocco.
Mazwari play for?
It's only
Morocco.
Mazraoui.
Final.
Morocco will probably get. Morocco will probably get to like the quarterfinals or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else do we have that's going to AFCON?
We have
Ahmad.
Mbeumo.
Ahmad is probably the only one that we have to watch for, cause
Ahmad, no. Oh, Nana as well.
No,
Cameroon is not doing nothing, bro. He's the goalkeeper.
Mazraoui too. Mazraoui is good. Morocco is good. Still.
I'm invested now. Let's see what this goes.
Is not reaching the final. That's for sure.
But you see the look, right?
Yeah. Really?
But the 3 games, they are missing definitely 3 games. They're missing the Newcastle game, the Aston Villa game, and the which game?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so
we should be all right.
Go ahead, man.
That's why you have a team.
Yeah, but you're looking at the fixtures now because of TV and whatnot. They might move around to a later date.
Yeah. That would help us if they postpone some games because of Champions League. That would be good.
This is why you build a team. Like players will be gone and players will be available. That's how I take that risk.
Nice.
And then there's potential of guys like Ekitike and Osimhen too. So Nigeria.
Well, we don't even know if we're getting Ekitike, and we don't know if we're getting Osimhen.
No, Ekitike is from where's he from? He ain't from Nigeria. He's from somewhere else.
Cameroon, right?
But he plays for France, though. He plays for France.
Okay. Celeste.
It is what it is.
No,
Why?
guys, he plays
For Congo. Listen, if players want to leave and let them go play international football, we have a team, but the players will fill their boots.
That is funny.
Guys, he played Hugo plays for France.
We could be in a title charge, bro.
Title charge.
Title
charge still.
Who is saying title charge?
I'm saying title charge, bro. Me and both
said top 8.
The thing is, I won't say title charge if we sign Ekitike, though. I won't because in my head, he ain't gonna be the best version of himself for at least 2 seasons. So I wouldn't be saying title charge if we sign him. So it all depends. If we sign Victor Osimhen and we sign a top level midfielder,
Balitek, you're saying 2 seasons we would have to give that man, bro?
But he by the time he's 25, he will be lethal. But now I don't think he. That's why I would rather sign Mateta.
We don't got 2 seasons. Like we don't got it. We ain't got it, bro. We ain't got it.
Thank you, Riri.
But
we ain't got
2 seasons. We're supposed to be winning the title according to Barada.
Yeah. unfortunately, but they wanted to sign the lap. So when was the lap gonna get good? Maybe in 2 seasons. You got to look at the patterns, bruv. If they had signed the lap, when is the lap gonna get good?
I'm not opposed to getting Ekitika. I like the player profile. Like what I told you, he's like another Isaac in my eyes. And it took when Isaac was at Sociedad, it took him a little while to get to where he is now. But he had that quality. You could see it. But I think
We gotta get to Newcastle level first.
exactly like. I think like the price that they're quoting for this guy is ridiculous. I don't know where they're getting that from. Like these men are some different level of crap.
Didn't they drop it though, Pop? Didn't they drop it down to 60?
Nah, I don't think so. I've not seen any reports or anyone saying they've dropped their price tag.
High. So
They
that
said around Mamouche,
it
around
was
Mamouche
high
money.
regardless because that team does sell the striker high.
That's the type of price tag you put when you want serious buyers only. It's not. I think they're gonna
They
like.
do that for other strikers. The price is high. Like, you keep up or not. If you don't,
The thing is, yeah.
Exactly.
The thing
Dribbling
is,
was 100 mil. Exactly.
the thing is, yeah. If we buy him for a reasonable price, yeah. If he bangs, we can sell him for more. But when you're starting to buy guys at like towards that 80 million, 90 million mark, you
Like
ain't
the
gonna
ones-
get 90 million for them if they don't hit top level straight away.
Like the ones we got now that we can't get rid of.
Yeah, because you're buying them at the high end. If you're gonna buy certain players, you need to buy them for a certain price so that if they hit our end and someone comes in for them, you can let them go. But if you buy them at the high end, you know you're gonna lose money no matter what. And that's the problem with some of these players. That if you buy a man for 90 mil and he plays like a 70 mil player, you know you ain't gonna get your money back ever.
Exactly.
But the thing is, Man United don't sell players that bank.
We don't sell players that highly. Who's the last?
Bro, I know I've these conversations, you know,
Bruno
I'm giving
Fernandes
it
is
I'm
right
giving
there.
it
We refuse to
time.
sell
I'm
Bruno.
really giving it time, but I'm gonna need at some point to hear some of these streams talking about our outgoings, bro, because every stream is still about signing. And we're not talking about outgoings. I'm giving it time. I'm giving it till the end of this month. Because if we go into July and we're not hearing nothing about people going, that's when we need to start talking about it, bro. Because
You mentioned earlier, Riri. You mentioned earlier about the Onana thing towards the end of the summer window. It's the same with the players that we're trying to get rid of, like the likes of Rashi and Sancho, because they'll use it as a bargaining chip for Man United to cough up more of their wages if some of the clubs don't agree to pay the higher percentage of their wage. So they'll happily sit there until they get their loan move. As long they'll
I
get
think
the clubs
Barcelona
that are
want to come in
interested.
late.
Yeah, the clubs that are
wanna come
interested
in
will
late
force
for
Man United
Rashford.
to pay more.
And so do Napoli. Napoli wants to come in late for Sancho. So in terms of getting them out the door now, I don't think we're getting them out the door until literally towards the end of the thing. Because Rashford has pledged his heart. Rashford has pledged his heart to Barcelona.
You're not
So
getting Barca, man.
Barcelona are going to do whatever they want.
his heart to whatever he wants to.
Yeah, bro.
I'm giving
They don't need him because they've now they're signing
They
Nico
don't need
Williams. They've
him.
still got Ferran Torres.
Yeah.
They've still got Torres. They've got Rafinha. They've got Yamal, and I think they got another winger. But where's Rashford coming into this?
That's why we need to get rid of Garnacho now.
He could pledge his heart to whoever he wants, bro. Barcelona don't need Rashford. Like it's not a necessity. So at this point, bro,
Newcastle want him. I think Newcastle want him, but if he
they
wants to go there.
gotta get him going, bro.
Well, not just that, but Nico Williams is looking to go to Barca as well. So, you know, they're not looking at Rashford at all.
Do you guys think they'll replace Gyok with Lewandowski at Barca?
That would be a good replacement. If I was Joker,
That's the only replacement.
Or if Isak goes to Liverpool, he might go to Newcastle.
That's the only replacement.
I don't think Gyökeres is a Barcelona level striker. Me
What about
personally, I
Newcastle?
don't.
If he goes to if Isak goes to Liverpool, that might be
Nah, he'll tear it up at Newcastle, but Barcelona. You see, the thing is, yeah, in Spain, yeah, they like their players to have a certain level of. Don't get me wrong, they like the goals, but they like a certain level of quality in their players. And if you don't see that quality, then the fans start booing. They want to make sure that your touch is on some next level. They want to make.
Who did that?
It was Lewandowski.
Looks
Was
like
a mistake.
Flex, you know. He looks like Flex.
That's what's his name from Stretford Paddock, get it, and Flex together.
Is that Flex?
But where'd you get that from?
It's the internet, Riri. The internet. Be out here.
Bro, you're gonna have to get banned from the internet, bro. Like,
That's X, bro.
Account suspended.
What are you saying? He got kidnapped. He looks like he's been kidnapped and locked in a chamber.
That's crazy.
Remember that guy, yeah, who said, I'm going to cut my hair after 5-game wins and still waiting for 5-game wins?
Yeah, he's that guy.
Yo, boss,
United
didn't you
strong.
have
United
something
strong.
about a prediction? The prediction on your stream? You haven't done that show yet, bro.
Yeah.
Of the people who predicted. Like, get on your Vegeta actually asked you if you would like him to produce the show so you can just focus on hosting, bro, because you're all over the place. We're trying to help you out here.
Offer to help.
Go your channel, man. We're here to help you.
Yes. I'm on it. I'm moving like the United recruitment team, I know. But I'm on it.
You're moving like Schweinsteiger in midfield. In the later days.
But yeah, Pav, to your point that you was just saying about they're gonna wait or whatever, bro. That does shit for us, bro. Like legit, that does shit for us. That does nothing for us, bro. And that is fucked up. So I'm like, they need to learn from this because these men are basically holding them at gunpoint. Like Sancho is willing to sit on the bench or go play with the under-21s for the next season and ride out his contract, bro. That's crazy. That is insane. We cannot have players holding the club to ransom like this going forward. We really can't.
Is why I say Ineos are suffering from the Glazers nonsense that happened beforehand with all this contract, giving out contract for free. Now when it's time to sell the players, no one is touching that contract. No one is touching that contract. Listen, they could bid 20 million for Sancho, who would take that money, but he would, the per player will not move because it's not pay decrease. Nah, I ain't moving.
It's the old age saying, isn't it? The more things change, the more they stay the same, isn't it? At United, really.
They're not gonna take it because that pay decrease. Here's why Maguire didn't want to go to West Ham that time when Moyes was over there. I forgot who was over there. Pay decrease. No one's gonna leave for a pay decrease. I'm not looking at the club. I'm looking at the player, the human aspect. They will not want to leave for a pay decrease. So that's one issue on its own. So you just gotta hope for the best. Like they hope for the best. Like we ought to pay out of pocket, pay their contract off, and just take their money and go invest.
Even Omar, do you remember last? Sorry, Riri, can I quickly say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Pav.
Let me end
I was just gonna say, like, remember last year when we had the bid for Maguire? Was it last year? 30 mil bid, and he wouldn't go because it meant that he had to take a wage deduction after everything he's gone through, losing his captaincy. Like, basically, you've been violated, bro. Like,
and again,
for like the last 2-3 years, you still wouldn't go because you had to take a pay decrease to go to West Ham.
Pat, do you know? Guess how much it was? 5 mil. He was losing 5 mil. He's like, no, I'm not taking it. So it's gonna be like that with some players. Just like, are you willing to take that pay cut and just bite the bullet and just say, okay, I just want you on my team. Just take your money, go. Just give them that transfer money.
But you know, all the players, that are having issues with their money. You know, this is how we can actually see firsthand who's playing for money and who's playing for the club. That's why in the future, going forward, I don't care. I'd rather just everyone on a half decent wage rather than paying way over the odds. Because at the end of the day, when you know you're at the club and you know you're just playing for the club and you're not playing for money, the minute you're not playing no more, the minute you're not valued in the team no more, you're like, well, I could get paid more somewhere else.
That means
because
you don't.
that's the way it should be. When guys are getting paid way too much, they're happy to sit on the bench and just take their money.
Yeah. Quad says
So
they're all playing for money. It's a job, though. I wanna Riri, before you say what you're gonna say, I wanna ask Omo about this one too, because Yale mentioned this earlier on. Do you know anything about Tolu Arokodare? It looks like this is a striker Wilcox and Vivel want. I see he has scored a lot of goals over the last 3 seasons, and he's from Nigeria. Does anybody know about this lad?
No,
I mean,
no.
I heard about the link today, but I've never seen him play.
I saw the link today, but my friend group is putting data together, so I don't.
But I think he plays in the Belgium league. I think.
Yeah, Jupiter Belgium league. So it's like we're still compiling data together and see what do we get from him.
The brother's 6'6", bro.
He's 6'6".
He's a 6'6" striker, bro.
Yo,
that's a big man.
Yeah, he's 24, but I don't think he has represented Nigeria yet. So people that's worried about Africa, he's not one of the players that people.
That's like your height, Pav.
Yeah, that's a little taller than.
It's a little taller than you, Pav.
1 inch. He's got 1 inch on me,
scoring
man.
from corner kicks. Then, if we get him,
It's the type of I don't know how.
Bro, that's like Peter Krause in the box.
That's Peter Crouch, exactly. Olua Crouch, exactly.
Alua Crouch is funny.
Wow. Yeah, no, I don't know.
The thing is,
Question: how much more years does Sancho has 1 more year? How much does Rashford have?
2.
Too many years.
Too many years.
Those are players. Oh yeah, like I was gonna say, like those are players that's gonna leave on a free, like Martial. Maguire's leave on a free, Rashford leave on a free. These players will have contract, they will leave on a free. If we sell them, to me, it's a miracle. That just shout out to Ineos. But to me, I see them living on a free.
Hey, Omer, is it still pre-season next season, or have you moved on from that?
No, we passed that already. Come on.
Go. Nice.
There's 5 matches, and then the Premier League starts. 5 games.
What you mean? The Premier League starts at day 1.
You see, the thing is, the way them fixtures came out, I think personally, you see the way the Premier League fixtures came out, with our first 5 or 6 games. I have a feeling that they're trying to sack this manager early. The way they just put them out. But at the same
conspiracy theorist, Balitek.
No.
Yeah, that's my conspiracy theory. I'm standing by it still. But I think
the way them fixtures came out, if you look at all the big clubs have big games, them first 5 games. All the big clubs. That's television. That's television rights them man looking at. That ain't got nothing to do with your coach or your manager. That's all about money. That's garnering a lot of viewerships for those big games, brethren. That ain't got nothing to do with your coach or manager. Trust on that.
Yeah, but do you know one thing I say, right? They make it seem like they pick these games random, but they're not picking these games random. They purposely have the game set up the way they're set up.
Of course, it's all about money, bro.
Exactly.
It's all about money.
Once you ask me about the player, right? So far, the best thing is that he win area duels. So if the manager want to continue playing the way that he's been playing so far, which is long ball to Hoyland, and he's losing the 50-50, Tolu is not going to lose the 50-50 pretty much.
Okay.
He's going to win more area duels, and he did score a lot of goals.
If he can have a first touch, sign him up, bro.
My thing is about the fixtures, right? You just got to play when anyway. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter when you play him, when you play him. It doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah.
And if they go and find this kid instead of a Jokeres or Osimhen or somebody like that, a Mateta, then you have no excuse not to get a top-level midfielder and a top-level wing-back then and a new goalkeeper. You ain't really got no excuses then, in my eyes.
I agree, because what are you going to sign him for? Like what? 30 mil?
If
Most?
that.
If that?
Yeah, that might even be overkill. For somebody from a team in Belgium?
30 mil for a striker. Just take the body. Stop trying to get it for as cheap as you can.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather sign Ekitike. If this is what we're doing, I'd rather sign Ekitike.
What's his value?
They want 100.
Huh? Walk away.
For who? For this kid? For the
Hugo Ekitike.
Isn't that what I saw about Hugo?
Yeah.
For Hugo, isn't it 100?
Yeah, it's 100.
You're probably gonna pay the same amount.
Madness.
Don't even entertain it. Walk away, man.
How much is it? 65? You're probably gonna pay 65 or 85 for him. Highest that he can go. Because only I said the market for us needing strikers.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know about any of y'all, but outside of Manchester United, all these prices for these different players in different positions, bro, for me are not worth it. These prices are insane. They're insane. For these players, not
It's
one
literally
of them
just the
is worth the
United
price
tax.
that they've gone for.
It's literally just the
I
United
don't
tax.
think any club is gonna pay 100. I think that's what you
United
say when you don't want to sell.
Like Papi says,
I literally
it's
saw
United
we was
tax.
going for a player, and the club was asking for like 100 mil, but then we obviously said no. So then another club came in, and it's okay to pay 25 mil now. Okay, cool, got you. All right.
It's also, I want to say, like, maybe they want to do an installment or something like that. Like, we'll see how it is.
This is why the club should allow other clubs to get in a little bit first, do the negotiation, and we just go in there and be like, here's you bid 40, here's 45, man. Yeah, I see you done all the talk. Let's go talk to the player real quick. Remember we did that with remember we did it with Malacia when Leon were about to sign him, and we jumped in and we were like, nah, we'll pay 14 mil. But if we were there first, we'd be paying like 25, 30 for that kid.
Literally, I was thinking that clubs like that too as well. Like, Crystal Palace is just going for you, like, and all of that. It's like, fuck, we guys could jump for that price as well. Like, might as well, because they always end up being good at these clubs. Like,
The thing is, you see the position that we're in now. Although yes, the team is gonna improve. That's what it looks like to me, that the team is gonna improve. However, if Liverpool get Isak and Florian Wirtz and all these people that they've already signed, and then the madness that City done in January, then now this summer window now, I'm now looking at that as like, bro, we need like 4 or 5 windows to catch this.
Oh, definitely. We like today. I'm not worried about chasing them. Like, I'm worried about chasing Newcastle followed by Arsenal, because Arsenal too is ahead, even though they're losing and people will banter them. They haven't won nothing. Listen, there's so many teams that are ahead of us. As in, to me, Newcastle is the main culprit. If we catch up to them, anything is possible.
Yeah.
But 22, they said 2028, yeah. But if your
but that was
rivals
just
are
to
doing
appease
this,
the fans, Bally. That was just to
Yeah.
appease the fans to shut them up.
This Liverpool team is winning again next season.
They're not really winning.
they'll probably win for the foreseeable. Them and City will probably win for the foreseeable. Look at this team, bruv. Yeah, that's not even the final team. If they drop Isak on the top there, and Florian Wirtz is not even there yet. Yeah,
on the bench.
Have you noticed? Yeah, have you noticed that City since January have basically had a whole new 11 with this summer included? From January, they've literally signed a whole brand new 11.
Yeah, their team is crazy. I went through it the other day. Yeah, their team is even better than this Liverpool team, in my opinion. Their team is crazy.
See, when we talk about midfielders, 45 million for Rangers. Yeah, that could have been our carrot,
Merry Christmas.
I've been one of them Rangers thing like 3 years ago. The group chat laughed at me, and now they said they want him. I'm like, it's too late now. Sometimes you gotta know the right time to get a player before they blow up. You can't just let them blow up and say, "Oh, well, now I want."
And I see Milan, because they missed out on Champions League. They're selling players cheaper than what they should be going for. 30 million for Theo Hernandez. That brother was 70 mil about last season.
They're going through a whole financial mess right now. So players, they're selling players like hotcakes. So even Leao is up for sale. Leao is for sale.
If we didn't sign Cunha, I would have liked them to move for Liao and put him as a left 10 for us. I'm not gonna lie. That guy's dribbling ability is nuts. Like we would have been loving what he would have done in that left 10.
Yeah,
However,
but Bali, here's the thing though: the old-fashioned fans will hound them out. If you know what I'm saying.
you what?
Right.
The old-fashioned fans will target him like they Pogba and them, man. We don't need that here.
No, I guess so.
There's some
You
players
know what I'm saying?
just fight them on the dip
Yeah,
right
I
now.
guess so.
Even this Tolu guy that
They will target Cunha too. They will
even this
target
Tolu
Cunha.
guy that we're
Of
trying
course,
to
yeah.
see like why, but like I understand it. Like he wins 50-50 duels and he scored goals. I think he scored 17 and has much better shooting percentage than Ekitike. So I'm like, okay, so there's something there.
Who's this player that you're talking about, Omo?
The one that you linked earlier, Tolu.
Oh, Tolu. Okay.
He has better percentage than Ekitike, but
I gotta check this guy. We gotta look at his compilation because G over here says Tolu is ordinary. He's only bullying players with his physique in that league, just like Paul Onuachu before he joined Southampton. And
True.
Want him to
You
lead.
know,
like
Onuachu before Southampton, he was just bullying people. I think it was like scoring like goals for free over there.
Yeah. But anyway, the braid says, guys, let's not worry. We have Dorgu and Cunha title charge. The braids, I don't know what you're smoking, but I need more of that.
I don't know.
I don't even want that type of smoke because when you start getting around people, they're like, "Yo, bro, what's wrong with you, bro? Are you all right? You all
That's
right?"
EA25 on easy mode. That's EA25 on easy mode. That's how you win.
I want to say, wait, he's 24. The fact he plays for Genk means we can get him cheap, less risk than getting unproven.
Have you man ever seen crackers walking around when they're high? Have you ever seen them?
Yeah, it's a funny situation.
Yeah, I don't want that level of drugs. I just
That's what you call
I just like a little bit of hard liquor and I'm all right. I don't want that level of drugs.
Bots about to end this film now.
Like and subscribe, people. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. No.
Follow Bots' second channel. Bots has a second channel, by the way.
Yes.
Them dead.
Guys, remember to hit the like, subscribe, and all that. We'll be back again tomorrow. Big up yourselves.
Big up everybody.
Just like
Big
that,
up.
we're out of here. Peace.
Them dead.
Football Power Hour.